Okay, so yes. Okay, so when it comes to being rebellious and idealistic, you want to do so from a balanced emotional state. You want to be known for just how well you're handling yourself emotionally too, okay? You've got some wisdom about you that you may not have had just even last month, okay? Some sort of wisdom when it comes to your emotions. And people are actually going to be starting to acknowledge you for that, and or this Aquarius is starting to embody this energy here of balancing out their emotions. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Okay, so yes, this Libra might be a younger person than you, okay? And or you're starting off from the very beginning with the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles here. You want to start from the start when it comes to your emotions and your finances here. You see them as hand in hand. And or you're dealing with a younger earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, so it's also an indication too of getting out in the sunlight and the fresh air, enjoying what you have. Okay, no matter if it's meager, enjoy what you have. Be more childlike in your enjoyment of what you have. Okay? Yeah, because people are actually going to start to admire you this month. They're actually going to start to admire for just how well you've handled yourself, particularly emotionally. Whereas in the past you may have been a bit fiery or a bit over dramatic, not dissing you in any way, or someone around you has been like this, but now it's all starting to end up in a lot more of an even keel. There's at least 2 other people supporting you, or you've been supporting somebody else here to make sure that this comes about. And I think in November you're going to actually start to see the fruits of your labor. When it comes to that, you're actually going to start to see everything starting to calm down after quite a interesting time was best way to say it. Maybe a bit of a lot of fighting possibly. Okay, yeah, because you're willing to work really hard, or you have worked really hard on taming your emotions here, and you've been doing really well at it. It's been a slow, steady progress of times where sometimes it's been very hard work to maintain an even keel. But even if you haven't done so, you've got straight back into it and been able to manage to do so in the long haul. So you're learning each time where there's been some sort of emotional issue here, you're learning how to handle it. And you're also learning how to handle it from a very grounded perspective here, okay? You're able to tame your passions, okay? And you're willing to do whatever it takes also this month to make sure that it is mirrored in your outside world. Yeah, because there's been a major shake-up, possibly with the home, okay? Possibly with the home, or possibly with finances here, where things have had to come crashing down and start from scratch, okay? Maybe your relationship wasn't going so well here, and you've had to, maybe there was a temporary breakup here where you've had to start from scratch, start from square one. But this month, I think you're going to start to see harmony and beauty back in your home. This could be also a permanent breakup where things have just been irreparable. But I always see the Tower as something that's always rebuilt. So whether it's a relationship with yourself, your family, or external here, something in that world, your world is going to be rebuilt this month on much more stable ground, much more emotionally and financially stable ground. Okay, the universe has brought about huge change to make sure this happened, because I think in the past that may not have been the case. Okay. So yes, no, it looks like it's going to be a very good month for you, a month where things are actually going to really start to come together for you here. Yeah, and stability will be yours at home. Okay, those 4 walls are going to seem very different than they did not so long back. Even if it's moving to a new house, you're going to be very happy and stable there. You're going to have cause to celebrate. It's going to be actually a very bountiful month for you. The start of a brand new bountiful life here. Okay, it looks like you're probably celebrating with siblings as well. Okay, yeah, because having to weigh up all these emotions has been really confusing. You haven't been happy to be in your head at the moment. You've been feeling very confused when it comes to your emotions in the past, but now you're actually starting to balance things out, okay? And with that balancing out, everything around you is starting to balance out. There's still things that you don't quite know. You certainly don't know everything about how other people are thinking about this situation, but you're starting to get a much better idea of how you're handling things, and what how you feel internally and what you think internally is starting to manifest out into the outside world. So yeah, make sure you keep an eye on what you're thinking, because yeah, you will start to see pretty dramatic, pretty fast mirrors on the outside. So if you're, feeling like you're worthless, not just having the negative emotion there, you'll start to have people mirror back to you that they don't treat you as best as they could. They don't treat you to as much as you're worth, basically. But if you feel you're beautiful and capable and strong, people around you are actually going to be starting to notice how beautiful, capable and strong you are, okay? So it's going to be a very quick mirror. But yes, in the background here, home life looks to be stabilizing in a major way. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're actually starting to realize that you are the center of your universe, that you are capable of creating the world that you really want and require, basically. And also a certain standard of living too is also starting to become apparent to you of what you'd actually like to achieve, and you are going to work really diligently towards that, okay? And you're going to need balance though in doing so. So yes, by now that you've seemed to be mastering your emotions here and your passions, you're going to have to start to get your mind on board and start to think really along the lines of what you really want here, and that's when your finances are going to start to improve. Because you need to be also careful, exactly. So what you're thinking could be the thing that catches you up this month, okay? You might be waiting for the next shoe to drop because things are starting to really look up and you're not used to that, okay? Somebody might say something to you that's inappropriate, or you to them, okay, and end up leading to a temporary falling out between people, upset feelings, that sort of thing. Really, as I said just before, really good time to check in with how you're thinking and feeling about things, because that is being mirrored to you, okay? People in your life are mirroring everything that's going on in your head at the moment. And here's yourself and all your beautiful bounty here. So yes, calling on your innate intuition. Being Sagittarius, intuition is very, very, very strong with you, and or you're starting to really open up to just the power of your intuition this month. It's okay to get emotional about things, but it's sure not okay to pour your emotions out to everybody or everyone around you. It's time to, if you're doing that, it's time to keep your emotional outbursts to yourself, or other people to keep their emotional outbursts to themselves. I think you've mastered this though. I don't think that you're in a position where you will be doing this. I think it'll be more external to you, because you're becoming very grounded now, and you're actually realizing your divinity, your ability to create this beautiful life, the life that you want. So you're really leveling up this month, Sagittarius, which is really, really great to see. I'm really, really happy to see this. Really positive read, this one. Not everybody's had a positive read this month, but you guys seem to be getting on top of your game here and really starting to really embody that beautiful temperance energy, that balance, okay? That scale balance, okay? Beautiful, because it's going to lead, if you have children too also, they're going to start to feel the happiness coming from you. Our children are sponges. They don't necessarily absorb what we say, they absorb the energy around them. So, and it could have taken from somebody here possibly leaving the home too, but children are starting to become a lot happier here. Even if you have to travel away from your kids, also know that they're going to be okay. If you need to travel for work or something like that, your children are going to be okay. Your children are okay at the moment, okay? And you might even find that they actually start, if you're finding your kids squabble a bit, you might actually find this month they're actually starting to get along a bit better, which is going to be nothing but benefit for everyone. And yes, so you're stepping into a period here where you're going to be able to master all these things to build up huge huge financial stability for yourself. Whether you're starting to see it this month or whether it's going to be something that you see by the end of the month, or whether it's something you're aiming for in the future, you're certainly heading towards it. And slow and steady too. That balance at home, having that balance at home is going to be the pivotal point on how you can move into this bounty individually. It's also time too, if you haven't been wearing clothes that really you feel comfortable in, now's the time to really enjoy wearing comfortable clothing. Get outside, enjoy nature and all its beauty here. Sunlight's really highly indicated. You might find a lot of birds are coming around to your house as well at this time, or unit, or wherever you are in the park, wherever it is. So it's looking like a fabulous month for you. You're going to be able to get on top of things after a period where I think you haven't been able to. You're going to start to see the beauty and bounty all around you. Things are going to be mirrored back to you, so you're going to be able to learn really fast. You're going to be learning really quickly and on your toes here. Something's come crashing down in some way, which has actually led to you realizing that you do have the world in the palm of your hands here, and you are able to balance yourself out and be in that beautiful centered place. Okay. Act from that always. Your children are cared for and looked after, no matter what the situation here, whether you've had to leave or whether you are traveling for work or something like that, or someone else is away from the family. That's the thing, the children are cared for and loved. Okay. The only thing that's going to catch you up this month is shooting from the hip when it comes to thoughts and just speaking your piece without actually weighing up the pros and cons. And that could be the only thing, but it will only be a temporary setback at this time. Particularly if you're dealing with an Aquarius or Libra, they're both very mind-orientated signs. So sometimes they can just say things, more Aquarius than Libra. But yeah, some things could have been said, particularly in the home, that has got you a little bit worried, but don't worry, you're going to actually end up very, very happy and bountiful by the end of the month. So great, really great read. All right. So we're also going to have a look at your abundance here, Sagittarius. Okay. Windfall of abundance. Congratulations. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. Yes, abundance in many forms. Abundance of happiness, abundance of health, abundance of nice clothes, good friends, celebrations, the finances, okay? It could come unexpectedly, okay? But yes, abundance in all its forms are coming to you. Congratulations, Sagittarius. Okay, so this one wanted to flip. Give us your cares. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, I am willing to release any fears to you. Please allow me to completely let go so that you can fully guide me in this situation. Yes, so if you're caring for elderly people here, it's time to release your cares. They are being cared for, they are being looked after, or they will be cared for and looked after by the end of the month here. So yes, it's time to release and give the higher energies the cares you may have. And so you can be fully guided in this situation by opening up that beautiful third eye of yours. Okay, so we'll just get some more guidance here. Sagittarius. Between worlds, new directions. Okay, gorgeous card, okay? Brand new directions, brand new start, starting from the ground up, brand new life for Sagittarius is on the horizon. A life where things are easy, fun, joyous, bountiful, okay? You might be feeling like you're in between worlds when you see this video maybe at the end of October or beginning of November, but new directions are here. It's a brand new start. It's a brand new world for you. Okay, and we'll just get a little bit more guidance here. Okay, Saggies. break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Exactly. It's time to rewrite that future. It's time to break old patterns. It's time for healing, particularly in the family unit, in relationships with loved ones of all kinds. Okay. It's time to rewrite that future. It's time to step into that brand new world. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Yep, good question. What would you do, Sagittarius, if you knew you were completely and utterly supported, that you would be totally and utterly supported financially and emotionally? What would you do? Okay, time to really check in with that and go for it this month.